now sharing a sketch scraps layout. So I shared this layout, and it was a stash sketch inspired layout using this sketch, and these are everything I used on it, and this is what I had left over. I had this piece of graph paper. It's from Gossamer Blue. It's pretty ancient. I have these strips from this crepe paper, and then I have this little piece of red paper. Because of the kind of bluish colors here, I decided instead of using a white or cream background, I wanted to use navy blue. And then I also went through my photos and decided I wanted to use this photo. And this photo also has a card with some stitching on it and some journaling. And my grandma was teaching me how to sew because I wanted to learn how to sew so I could use it for scrapbooking. And this was the first thing I ever sewed, and she was helping me. And so I journaled everything about it here. And so I want to include this on my page too. And I want to have it flip up so you could read the journaling. It would be very uncomfortable if you're reading upside down, but it doesn't matter. So what I want to do to make that happen is I want to score it so that it'll flip up easily. And I'm going to do it just underneath. And I'm not going to press too hard because I've learned when you press too hard sometimes on scoring boards, it actually like kind of perforates the edging, and I don't want to do that. So now I need to kind of play around with what I want to do here. I definitely know I want to have the graph paper kind of yeah, I think I want to do it like that. And then I think I want to make this, because I want to keep this here. Instead of worrying about this, I think I want to make this a banner, put this here, tuck my photo in, put some embellishments, and then I have to figure out what I want to do here. Or do we do this? Or do we go like this? No, I really think. All right, so I could also go like this. No, I feel like I like this better. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna commit to what I think I definitely wanna do. And basically when I do a sketch scraps layout, I try to use mixed media for those. If I have like enough scraps for that and it kind of goes with the look. I don't really have colors that I wanna use for mixed media for this. And I also just want to, I also have big chunks of paper still left, so I kind of want to keep that in mind as well. So I'm thinking if I go like this, have this go underneath, go like that, go like that. I think this should be here, put a title here, blank and then what I'm going to do is I have some kind of 6x6 paper pads, and yes, a little bit of Vicky Boone, a little bit of Paige Taylor Evans, some Chamel, some Prima, My Mind's Eye, barely any Dear Lizzie left, Maggie Holmes, and then I have these, and I think they're a mix of Maggie Holmes and crepe paper, and I feel like one of these will go with the colors going on here, like this one might. So I'm gonna flip through very quickly. I'm not gonna give myself too much time to change my mind or things like that. I'm actually gonna use this one, and I'm going to use this one, and then what's that first one I got? And I'm gonna use this one. Okay, so done, decisions made. So what I want to do is I just want to be able to create a border. I know this is 4x4, so I'm going to cut, sorry, anyway, I'm going to cut this. This one I'm going to cut 4 1/8 by 4 1/8, and that gives a very tiny edge. Then I'm going to use the darker color and do 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then I'm going to do this one and do 4 3/8 by 4 3/8. And So I'm gonna start with my photo. I was so excited when my Baba taught me how to do this. Can't sew anything with like clothing or anything like that, but I can sew on paper. Though currently I don't have a sewing machine because my son decided to tinker with my sewing machine without permission, of course, and broke it. So I have just never gotten around to getting another one. I really want to get one. If you guys have any recommendations, I would love that. My thing is I don't want like a huge clunky one because I'm truly just using it to, you know, deal with papers. So now we have these little bits and pieces too. So I want to use these up right now because I do not need to create more scraps, as this is supposed to be a layout where I use up my scraps. So I'm just taking off the perforation of these. By the way, guys, I became a Patreon to Janet Madison's Record the Story, and I'm in love. I highly recommend, if you have not checked out her Facebook group or like checked out anything she does, to check her out. I was so inspired. I've been a part of the group for a long time because I hear people talk about her, but I didn't like understand everything that was going on, and now I'm just like, I'm in it for the long haul. I've been watching her every night on headphones once my husband goes to sleep. That's how addicted I am. So anyway, there's that too. Little fun fact. Okay, so I have this color up here. I'd like to get this color down here, and I think I'm going to do it as a banner. I'm just gonna trim off that perforation and, ooh, scissors. I am not particular. I will say one thing that I saw Janet Madison do is she has a hexagon punch and she uses that to create these little banner things. She's definitely making a case in my mind for getting a hexagon punch. I definitely am trying to invest in more non-consumable scrapbooking items, ones that I can use over and over again, because I truly do want to use up more of my stash than buying new things. I really feel very accomplished when I get to use up my stash. I truly just I feel like I can think better. I feel like I have a better headspace. And then I also, there's so many fun things that are available to scrapbookers to kind of have us like make our own embellishments and things. So I really want to play around with that kind of stuff. So here's basically my page base. Got my photo. I'm planning on creating a little cluster here, so I don't need to overthink it. I want to cover the crepe paper. That's the goal for why the cluster is going there. Going to add some, I don't know, banner tails, I guess, to this. And like that. And then I'm going to just trim this perforation like this. I actually cut it down a little bit more because I wanted them to kind of all have different variations. And I don't get too finicky, guys, about the size of the banners, like matching perfectly. It is what it is, and it's all good. All right, so that's done. I'm thinking of putting this here, putting some kind of embellishment here, and then because of the perforation, oh, for some reason it didn't stick all the way. So let's re-perforate this, or not perforate this, score it, I guess. Let me re-score it. I'm gonna go this way. Nope, I'm gonna go this way. This is a little irksome. Nope. Okay. There we go. All right, now that that's done, problem solved. I am going to stick this here, and then I think I'm going to create a couple banners coming down. That's what I'm going to do. So to make that happen, I wish I had more of that red color, but I don't, and I'm just going to need to let it be. I'm going to see if I can find an embellishment that goes with that, but I'm not sure. And I'm actually going to do it under the score line. And then I'm going to add foam embellishment on the tails of the banner, if that makes sense. So the top part will lie flat and then the tails will kind of stick out. I just think it adds like a little extra something personally. And I'm gonna have it mesh with the score line. And then for this one, I'm gonna trim it a little bit so it's not as wide. And then I'm going to make my banner tail. And I'm going to cut it. And then again, I want to use foam adhesive to add dimension to the tails of this one as well. And so basically my base is done. I'm going to add adhesive here. Okay, now that that's done, I want this to go here. So now what I need to decide is what to do for embellishments. I already had that Maggie Holmes bag out, and I have a lot of bits and pieces for it. So I want to see if I can incorporate any of the things in here on my layout. And if I can't, you guys, I have a problem and need to get help immediately. And that's what I have to say about that. Now, when I look at these, I don't want to use any of the ones that have white on them because it's not really a white themed layout. I might want to use the florals that have some color to them. So anything that doesn't have a white outline, I am putting on the layout. And so this is what I have left. I wouldn't mind kind of having a pink floral and then maybe another one falling off the page. That's what I'm thinking. This has a white outline, so that won't work. Okay, so we'll think about these. These have good potential. I don't think, well, you know, I have it out. No, I'm not feeling the gold on this layout for some reason. I'm gonna keep out the little puffy stickers because I like to add those at the very end. And then I'm just gonna go very quickly. I actually kind of like Say Yes to Adventures. Grab my hand, let's go, because my Baba was literally grabbing my hand and guiding me. So I might keep that on there. This doesn't work, this doesn't work. This is truly what I do too when I create a kit. I just very quickly go through and look at it. I don't overthink it. The more I overthink it, the less likely I am to put it on the layout. So I might want to use those. I might use the house. I like that house better. I might use the banners. Ooh, I want to get that typewriter on there. No, has white. I might use these partly because the story, oh, that's a good flower, because my grandma and grandpa have a lot of like cuckoo clocks in their house, and since this wasn't at their house but my Baba's teaching me, it connects to her, so I kind of like that connection. When I add embellishments to my page, I like them to connect in some way. I apologize, my timer went off. I'm also still trying to get my camera to film properly, so it keeps moving without my permission. But as I was saying is, you know, my Baba, they have a bunch of cuckoo clocks, and when I add embellishments to my layout, they either have to directly do with the story, go with the theme, go with the colors, or has something to do with the story that we just might not know. Like you guys wouldn't know that my grandmother has a ton of cuckoo clocks in her house, but I do, and that's why I want to include it. Okay, I don't know what that is. Anyhow, So now that I've gone through this, I am going to just start going with it. So I definitely want to put this on the layout, and I'm going to be sure that it doesn't interfere with the ability to flip the journaling card up. And I'm deciding I might want to add one of these banners. The flowers, I definitely want to put a flower here, and I need to add my photo. So I'm going to have my photo have a bit of a gap from the edge, but then this is kind of going to clear up empty space so that I don't have the ability to have empty space. Now, I want to see if I can throw this on there as well. So I can. So what I want to do with this is I want to add the adhesive, dimensional adhesive, to the tails, so to speak, of the flower. So where the leaves are, so that it just continues to have dimension and not fall flat on the page. And then I also want to use one of these, and I'm feeling like I'm curious. No, I do not like, I don't even like that color period. For some reason, I'm not feeling it. So let's go with this little blue. There we go. Now I feel like it's more cohesive. This I'm looking at because I use this, so now I don't need it. It can go back where it goes. I was thinking about saying, and simply the best. But I don't think it's referring to my grandma, but if you look at it, you just think I'm like raving about myself, and that's not my intention on this. So that's not gonna happen. I definitely would love to get a cuckoo clock on here, guys. I just don't know if it's gonna I don't think it's gonna work, but I'm still gonna keep it out. I don't really want to use this house color. There's a better house color. There we go. I'm feeling this, guys. So I'm going to use some more dimensional foam. And if you see, I know this is probably going to line up on the flower, so I want to put my dimensional adhesive on the other side so that I don't have like a wonky sticker that isn't like working with the rest of the things. Now, if you notice, I'm putting this down here so it's covering the photo, the banners, the flower, and covering some of the green graph paper. That is intentional. I'm not going to use any more of these because they have thick white outlines, and I don't want to use that. I kind of like this. Darn it. I wish I could get that on there, but I'm not feeling it. Okay. So no to this, no to that. I want to add this because I want to pick up on these blue hues. So I'm going to put that there. That now picks up on the hues. See how it's backwards? I knew it was going to be backwards, and I'm okay with that. This is not going to fit on here, so it's not going to happen. Now, I like to put little word phrases on my clusters. So this one is say yes to adventures. To me, learning how to sew is an adventure. And then grab my hand, let's go. Baba literally had to grab my hand and guide me on the process. So that's why that's there. I'm trying to decide if I want to add a banner, but I don't. I'm kind of feeling good about it the way it is. I'm thinking if I can add this blue sticker, potentially. Yeah, so now we have some more blue going on to tie it all in. And then I really love these bows. I'd love to get some bows on there, but let's see. Do we use this dark color? Okay, we got a bow on. We have another bow on. and I'm good with that. I'm not gonna use these. This is out, I've already used this. And then I'm just looking really quick here to see if any of the things work for me. I'm not really feeling them. And then I still really wanna get a cuckoo clock, but I don't think it's going to happen. The only other alternative, guys, that I think, and now my desk is getting messy because I didn't have this all picked out ahead of time, but I wanted you guys to see kind of how in live time it works. I'm kind of wondering if I can like, no. We could do another cluster here and get the, yeah, I think we could do that. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm first going to put this flower on with 2 adhesive dimensional dots, and I'm putting them in the middle because I know I want to do a lot of layering, and I want to make sure that this can come up. And so to do that, I'm going to go like that. Then I'm going to double up the adhesive for the blue, so I'm going to make it 2 stickies high. You guys can see that, and I'm going to do that 2 times. So instead of having 1 level of dimension, I now have 2 levels of dimension. And I know I'm thinking to put my title right here, so I'm kind of like, I want to create a cluster for that. And so that's what I'm trying to do right now. And then also wondering if I should. So as I was showing you guys, I have a gazillion thickers in my life. I don't know why I have so many, how I have so many, but I have these black thickers, and I'm trying to think, not very creative, but I'm thinking SEWI. Nope, I can't do sewing time. I don't have an N, unless if I cut a W, but I don't really want to do that. Could I also just say, wow, I've kind of used this up, guys. So I can use the word Baba here. No, yeah, wait, L-E-A. Oh man, guys, learn, really, no N's. What if I do time with Baba? Nope, I don't have any T's either. Okay, interesting. And sew, S-E-W, happy, H-A-P-P-Y. All right, I apologize again. My timer went off again. I forgot to turn it off. Normally I have a standing appointment at this time, but I don't have it today. So I'm gonna say so happy. I'm gonna do a silly play on words, and I'm okay with that. So I'm probably gonna have to glue these, and I know it, which is one of the reasons why I hate using these, but this is life. Every time I don't think I need to, they end up falling off, usually when I'm trying to like do a flip through share or something like that. So I should really just get ahead of the curve. Happy, let's also put that there. So I want to say so happy. So let me move this maybe more like this. So and then S E W. And then I'm wondering if I can put a flower right there, and that's what I'm gonna do. So this flower I'm going to put right here, and then I'm gonna use another bow. I'm going to use a bow right there. I'm going to add this little leaf right there. And then I honestly want to see if I can and then I want something with dimension right there. And guys, this might be the time I could get you know what? And then I'm just gonna trim off the white border. In case you can't see, there's a white border. I apologize for moving the camera on you guys. I have to tighten this and I keep trying and I'm not strong enough, so I think I need to enlist Garrett to help me. I wanna keep some of the black trim on here because there's a lot of black in other areas of the layout. Oh, never mind guys, look what I did. Well, so much for that. Just gonna roll with it. So just like my other ones, I do want to put foam, dimensional foam adhesive on the tail of the banner. And I just kind of want to have it coming out. And then I'm gonna put one more thing on top of it. And to do that, I'm gonna try to go with like the first thing I see. That color doesn't work, which is quite a bummer. Yep, guys, it's happening. It's happening. A little dimensional foam. A little dimensional foam. I am going to trim the white. Move this all over so I don't get anything on it. I apologize for the mess on my desk. I really can't scrap like this, but when I'm doing it in real time, I don't want to make you guys watch me put it all away. This is one of the reasons I don't always really do real-time videos, is because I really have to clean up as I scrap. If I don't, I tend to get a little distracted and like my brain truly cannot think. It's just the way I am. I don't know why. It's like that with everything in my house. Like if I go downstairs and I want to read in the living room in front of the fireplace, if there's a mess, like my brain just doesn't know how to relax until the mess is put away. If I want to sit down and eat dinner, my brain has a really hard time sitting down and enjoying eating dinner if there's things that are messy. So that's probably why we eat in our dining room so much, because when I eat in the dining room, I can't see the mess that's in the kitchen. And so that works out well. Okay, it's not the best fussy cut job. It's not the worst fussy cut job. Well, you know, it is what it is. I think I'm going to put this like that. Okay, so to recap what we did is this is a layout, kind of trying to embrace and remember what a fun time I had with my Baba, where she was teaching me to sew. This is the actual card I sewed on. It's in the photo. You can flip it up. You have to turn backwards, but you'll be able to see. I have an embellishment cluster here. I have an embellishment cluster here, and I kind of have like a big title embellishment cluster right there. I need to trim down the flower, and then I need to trim this flower down. Oh, that wasn't a great job, but anyway. So that is my sketch scraps layout. So started everything with this layout and finished with this. And what I want to do with this one now is add some enamel dots. And this time I am going to use these. I like the color of them. I think they're pretty. So I'm going to tuck this one under. I'm going to put one there and right there. Put one right here, and right there. And then I love these. I got these at Michael's. Like, I don't know what, they're not like a brand that like, to me, I know the brand. I have no idea what the brand is, but they are some of my most used. I just think they are such a beautiful color. They're like a pink rose gold almost. I don't know why, I just think they're so pretty. So anyway, that is my finished layout. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye.